Yo, I'm Nez, and I'm out in the backyard dropping another impromptu review on y'all. And this time what we're doing a review of is the BAM. Now this is the Pool RX booster pack. Now, if any of you's known, if you've seen any of my previous videos, I did a video or two back on Pool RX products back in the past. I'll drop the links to that either in the description down below or at the end of this video, as well as some other pool videos that I think you'd be interested in. But basically what this does is, so that way you don't have to buy a whole new cartridge. You could just pretty much buy one of these for half the price of a whole cartridge and then use this to boost your existing cartridge. So basically, if you already bought a cartridge, let's just say last season, you know, up here a season typically lasts between May and September. So a season typically lasts, 4 months. Me, I generally open it up in April, so I get 5 months out of it. But people down south, they may have their pool going all year. So you buy a mineral filter, and after 6 months you got to replace it. Well, now with this, all you need to do is buy this booster, and you keep your existing filter in there, mineral cartridge in there, and then just pour this in there, and it'll boost what you already have. So, to basically summarize it twice, I think I just did. So now that I said all that, let's get into this. But before we get into this, why don't you go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell, so that way you be notified whenever I put out videos such as this. And if you're feeling this video, you wouldn't mind giving me a thumbs up, baby, and also hit that share button so that way you can let other people know about the content I put out. It'll really help me and the channel out immensely. Now we got the politics out the way, let's get into this. Pretty much self-explanatory. Here goes the front of the package here. The blue booster for 7.5 K to 20,000 gallons. I think I believe my pool is right there at 20,000 gallons. Replaces lost minerals. And like I said before, if you've seen one of my previous Pool RX videos, this saves you a crap ton of money on stuff like algicide and shock and chlorine and all the other crap. I'm telling you. I used to, before discovering Pool RX, I used to have to shock my pool 2 bags for my each bag of shock takes it does 10,000 gallons, so I need 2 bags of shock every week or so in my pool to maintain my pool. But now I throw maybe 1 bag of shock in like every 3 weeks, maybe 1 bag of shock every 3 weeks, if that, maybe every month, depending on if we had a bunch of hard rains or if I had a lot of people swimming. If I had a lot of people swimming, obviously you want to throw a bag of shock in there out there, but I don't need much. The price that I paid for shock and chlorine drastically went down once I discovered Pool RX, and awesome that it did, because last year the chlorine plant down in Tennessee freaking had a huge fire and burnt down. So chlorine and chlorine tablet and shock prices, all that stuff skyrocketed. Like normally I would spend for a 100-pound bucket of chlorine tabs, it normally cost me 75 bucks. Now for that same 75 bucks, you're only getting like freaking 25 pound bucket of chlorine tabs. Like that's crazy. That's crazy. Like I bought 1 bucket last year. I bought 2 25-pound buckets, and it ran me 160 bucks. That's freaking insane. That's freaking insane. But with this, at least, you're not spending as much money, because, chlorine and shock prices are high, and Pool RX, I'm telling you, take my word for it, saves you a crap ton of money. Google anywhere, you watch other YouTube videos other than mine, everybody's saying the same thing. So let's finish this up. Basically, like I should show you, that's the front, that's the back. Basically just showing you all the stuff you need to know about it. You can pause and read it if you like, it's up to you. There's your directions, some of your maintenance stuff. They always want you to follow your certain, maintenance guidelines and stuff like that. But I'm telling you, man, this is one of those really, you just drop and go type deals. Like if you have the whole cartridge, drop it in your pool filter over there and just like set it and forget it. If anyone can remember the old George Foreman rotisseries back in the day. So let's open this up. One big operation here. Whoop. Okay. All right. All right. So. All right, so let me open this up a little. Open this up so you can see what it looks like on the inside. Now, what I did notice is that some people said that when you open it up, that you want to make sure that you have the little crystals in there. If you don't have the little crystals, then you may want to send it back. Now, I'm noticing that this got a little hard from sitting out in my shed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to shake this up so that way this could break up so I'm not pouring clumps in there, because they're saying that the clumps in there may not be the best idea. So let me pause this and try to break up some of this and come back in. Catch you on the flip. Okay, we back in. Now, I did get all of the material out of here, but what I will say is that it was one big clump. I mean, some was loose. I mean, basically what you saw on top when I opened it up before was loose. I poured all that into a Ziploc bag and I placed the clump into the Ziploc bag, and basically I just put it on the ground and just, you know, banged it. I banged it with a soft rubber mallet to break up all the pieces, and this is what you got. So like I said, I've watched a couple videos on this particular product, and a lot of people were complaining that they couldn't use it because there's one solid piece in there. But I just think that's just people just nitpicking and not using common sense. Obviously, you know, when you make a product like this and it stores and you store it on in a storage facility for X amount of time, the crystals tend to fuse together from the changes in humidity and all the other stuff. So stuff like that happens. You just got to use common sense. I mean, yeah, would I have liked it to just open up the container and it's ready to pour in there? Yes, I would have loved for that to happen, but it, you know, it didn't. So I just use a little bit of, you know, common sense, like I said 2 other times, and just like I said, I put it in a Ziploc bag, broke it up with a little rubber mallet, and boom, now we have the small crystals. So for anyone who gets this product, don't be deterred if you open it up and it's a solid block. The stuff, I'm sure it's still gonna work. You just gotta break it up before you put it in there. I mean, if you see it in a clump and you don't want to break it up, then sure, you could send it back to Amazon and they'll send you another one, but you run the risk of having the same issue all over again. Or you could just do a pool RX, much rather you do to begin with, and spend double the price for the actual cartridge. So that's up to you. The actual cartridge for a 20,000 gallon pool, I believe, is $70. This right here was 30 something bucks. So, and I'm gonna get another 6 months. So, you know, take it how you will. So now that's all of that, let's open up my skimmer basket here. Clean all that out. Let me clean all that out. See, this is my existing pool RX that I have in here. So I'm gonna keep that, and then I'm gonna clean all this out, and then I'm gonna add the minerals in. So catch you on the flip. Okay, we back in. Got my basket all cleared out. Got my mineral sanitizer in there. So now I'm gonna dump these crystals in here. Hopefully it won't make a huge mess. Okay. Crystals all dumped in. Now I'm gonna drop my lid back on. And then turn this bad boy on. Oh wait, gotta switch my main drain on. Right now I got it blocked. Alright, should be faster now. got it going. It's circulating all that blue goodness in there, and we're gonna be good to go. So with that being said, this has been the impromptu review of the Pool RX Blue Booster. I highly recommend getting this. Like I said before, if you get it and it's a clump, just throw it in the plastic bag and break it up, you know, with a little rubber mallet, or even put it on the ground and freaking stomp on your feet. Don't matter. Just break it up and then send it back in. Or you can do like the other people did and send it or mail it in and wait for them to, you know, refund you and then buy a new one and then you get another one and then risk having the same issue happen. So if you're about that life, then by all means do it. I'm not about that life. I wasn't trying to send it back. I got common sense, and I know the people who subscribe to my channel and the people who like this channel have common sense. So if you have common sense, I'd appreciate a like and a subscribe if you haven't already. So that being said, Pool RX Pool Booster, I will drop the links down in the description. Also, I will put a link either in the bottom or at the end of this video to my actual Pool RX mineral sanitizer, as well as some other helpful videos. And definitely cop that. And I'm out this piece. Look how clear my pool is. That's all pool mineral sanitizer. Your pool could be like that too all year round. Oh yeah, one last thing. I just want to point out that when adding this particular thing, it's not just drop in and forget it. You want to make sure that your pool pump and filter is running for at least 3 to 4 hours after adding it. You want to make sure your pool filter, your complete water cycle is about 1.5 times. Well, I mean, usually circulates about 1.5 times a day. So, but based on that, you want to make sure that like I said before, your pool runs about 3 to 4 hours after adding this. So don't just add it in there, you know, let it run for like a half hour and turn it off. No, you need to actually let this bad boy run for a couple hours. Actually, obviously minimum is 3 to 4 hours, but if you can let it run longer, that's even better. So I mean, I just put mine in at 5 o'clock and my pool is set to go off at 11 p.m. so you know, it's gonna be running for 6 hours, so that's overkill for me. So yeah, I just want to point that out to you.